Hi, my name is Kylie Enright and welcome to Kylie's Ask an Expert. The whole reason why I decided to start some short videos was basically to create awareness for small business owners about products and services that are available to us and the benefits that they could bring to our business. So stay tuned and I hope you like what you see. Good afternoon, my name's Kylie Enright and I'm here today with Laurie Anderson from Macmillan's Financing. And I'm here today to ask Laurie about fleet brokers. I'm interested to know what a fleet broker is and the benefits that it could bring to everyone's business. So hi Laurie.
G'day, how you going?
Good.
That's good.
So how many years have you been in financing?
1 or 2. So the grey hairs tell the story occasionally if the hairdresser doesn't get her hands on it. About 20 years I've been doing this sort of thing.
So a bit of experience.
Just 1 or 2 years, playing in the finance game.
Okay. So I've heard a few things lately about a fleet broker, but I wasn't quite sure what they do.
Yep. So a fleet broker is someone that we use on a regular basis for our business owners. What we do is we find out from our clients what type of cars or trucks that they run for their business. So with you guys in Pest, it's utes predominantly.
Yeah.
So we find out what sort of vehicle that you're after, make, model, all the specifics, and then we go out to a fleet broker and say, okay, we want 1, 2, 10, 20, and this is where it's got to be delivered to. And they go out, source it for us from a dealership and come back to us with a couple of quotes, and then you guys say which one you want to run with and
Go from there. So does it matter what size company I am or how many cars I am wanting to purchase?
No. So we've got clients that will source 1 car through the fleet broker. We've got others that will source 6 to 10 depending on how often you turn your cars over. So as you grow with your cars, ideally we'd like to try and time it that you don't have all your cars due all at the same time.
Okay.
To a certain degree, because it means for cash flow you've got a whole heap coming on and off at the same.
Yeah.
So every business is slightly different. Where a fleet broker comes into play is because they're sourcing cars on a regular basis and traditionally right around Australia, it means that you're getting pricing through the fleet department of the dealership, not actually the retail, which is where you guys would normally walk in if you went Saturday, Sunday shopping.
That was actually going to be my next question.
Yes, which is
why can you get a cheaper? Yeah.
So what it means, where you go, your councils, hospitals and so on, where they're buying so many cars at one time or progressively throughout the year, they get big discounts and fleet discounting.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a member of certain associations, you get assistance with that as well, and different dealers offer different programs. So Toyota has different levels within them. So what it means is instead of you buying 1 car, which means you wouldn't actually get fleet pricing because you'd be buying through normal retail, being walk in the dealership, you see a car salesman, where we go through the fleet part, which is in a dealership, but it's actually a completely separate department. It means you get the discounting down.
So what sort of costs can you be expected to pay if you were going to use a broker?
So for us, there's 2 sides of the avenue when you come through Macmillan's Finance. Is we tend to have pre-approval set out for our clients already because we know what you're going to be spending as part of the conversation. There's nothing more embarrassing going through a fleet partner, having an order put in for multiple cars and then can't get the funding.
Yeah.
So first question, let's get the funding. We know generally what you're going to be spending per car, we get that set up. Now if it's 1 car, great. If it's multiple cars, we could be actually looking at putting a facility in place for you. Then when it comes to sourcing, traditionally we don't, for our existing clients, we don't charge. If you're new to us, depending on what we're needing to do, it could be just an hourly rate, and we normally just cap that at a certain certain hour price.
Okay. And what if I had a trade-in? Would you be able to put that in the mix as well, or help out with that?
Yeah, we sure do. So with part of the trade-in, we'd get all the specs of what the current vehicle is, we'd get photos, case condition, and that then gets run through the mix as well.
Okay.
So for a lot of car dealers, they won't actually bring cars into stock, they'll actually just wholesale it straight out.
Okay. And so then obviously the end user, I get a few different quotes.
Yeah.
And then we choose where we'd like to go from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you choose which one you want to go. So as an example, working example, I had a client who had just won a new contract, needed 6 vehicles done pretty quickly. They needed the caddy racks, they were vans, so we needed caddy racks, we needed the OH&S cargo barrier put in place, and we needed a special toe step on the back of the vehicle because they were climbing in and out on a regular basis, so we needed something that was reinforced for OH&S.
Yeah.
So we went out to tender like we did through the broker. We said, okay, we need 6 vehicles, we need the colour, these are the specs of what we need installed. We also needed, they wanted them sign rated as well, so we got a quote for sign raters that they use locally, financed the whole lot, and then we sourced it through one dealership. We actually got all the parts, everything installed at the dealership, put on a truck, and then shipped to the business address. So when the truck turned up, they were throwing the keys, each car came off the truck. Now for 6 cars, effectively the price when we got them, the 6th car was free. We made $6,500 off each car.
Okay.
So if you magnify that across a fleet,
yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I definitely think I've seen some or heard some benefits to using a fleet broker. So thanks for having this conversation with me and for helping me understand more about what a fleet broker does and the benefits that it could bring to a business. I'm going to put Laurie's details at the end of this video. If anyone would like to contact her and ask her more questions, please feel free to do so. Also feel free to comment below on anything you'd like to hear about from an expert. Thank you. So that's Kylie's Ask an Expert. If there's any topics that you'd like to hear about, then please comment below and I'll do my best to source them out for you. Thanks again for watching Kylie's Ask an Expert.